What's up, fam? It's been a minute. We kind of been getting our lives together, family stuff, everything else, but we back. We trying to knock out some stuff and basically just kind of go over what current events and stuff that's been going on with our lives and pretty much what's been going on in everybody's lives. E gonna join us later. He that snow in Georgia done messed up some travel plans and some getting folks back and forth to work. So he gonna be here in a little bit. But for the most part, we gonna kind of just wing this when we just gonna talk off the cuff and whatever pops up, pops up. I guess I can kind of lead it on. Man, what are Falcons doing, man? Why these cats just pulling? I get it. Folks get fresh starts, right?
I'm
But we
representing.
done pulled in the coach from the Browns, the OC from the Browns, the passing coordinator for the Jets. And I think there's, but we did get one that I do agree with. That's the Titans offensive line coach. Apparently he got a pretty good reputation and stability. But man, the other ones, the Jets ain't had a passing game in it. Dog, I think there was a game last year that they had like 5 passes the entire game or some craziness. I don't know, man. What's y'all's thoughts on that? I get the whole give folks opportunities, let them see if they can improve. We pulling from the worst of the worst. It's not like these dudes got track records that you can kind of rely on. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that might be all right. No, man. No, what y'all got?
So instead of you asking me that question, I would like that question to be directly asked to Matt Ryan. Like,
Hey,
what what are your thoughts behind these hirings? So here are my thoughts. I'm hoping that, all right, I'm gonna put it like this. Talent has a lot to do with the appearance of what coach looks like regarding success or not. The Browns have been the last 2 seasons one of the most, if not the most, talented teams in comparison to the other 31 teams in the NFL. So it's hard to win in those situations. The
and the
Jets,
caveat that, see, you gotta look at the who ranks with them. The Raiders, the Jets,
yeah,
the Tennessee, ish. Tennessee kind of get a little freeway. I get them a little bit. Um,
Arizona.
I mean, yeah, but come on, go ahead.
So I'm hoping that bringing these guys into Atlanta with the talent that Atlanta has for sure, can help rejuvenate the appearance of these coaches that are currently coming in. They very well could be really good coaches. They very well could be in not so good situations in their previous teams. And we were talking about this the other week where the new guy coming into Atlanta is a 2-time coach of the year. So
He
at
got
some
it
point,
somewhere.
yeah, at some point he knew what he was doing.
Hmm.
So hopefully he can bring some of that to the A. That's all I got on that.
Yeah, this is purely a wait and see. Like it's gonna be definitely a performance based evaluation on this.
And you can't lose them early. Like that with how the city, how the fan base is currently feeling, right? Like we already in like, oh hell, here we go again type of mindset. And if you lose us early, I guess it's gonna be downhill in the dome. I know we don't play in the dome no more, but Mercedes Benz gonna be tough.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Gonna be
What
booing
you
the
got,
coach.
Trap? What you think?
I have zero expectations for the Atlanta Falcons. So if
But it's you know what?
that,
That's probably a good thing,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They
actually.
they on the only direction they can go for me is up. Because I don't
It's up.
feel like they can go any lower. It's just my take on it. I'm a Atlanta Falcons fan that has stopped believing in the Atlanta Falcons. And their track record to me has not allowed me to have much hope in them. And that's their track record on the field. That's their track record in the front office. That's their track record with Arthur Blank being the owner. I just don't feel like they have made a lot of positive um decisions as of late that would garner any hope from me as an Atlanta Falcon fan. Now, I said that to say this: if this turns out to be the decision that turns Atlanta around, and maybe the talent pool that they had these coaches had in other places, like Corey said, wasn't as good, and now that they're in Atlanta, they're gonna show up and show out. If that happens, I will clap and stand on all the chairs and all the tables in my apartment right now and give them all the kudos. But I just don't have faith in the Atlanta Falcons. They haven't given me any good reason to have a lot of faith in them, and that's harsh in some ways, but that's
Mhm.
just the reality of my perspective.
Mm,
And it makes sense, especially for all of us. It's like, yo, I want to be wrong. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Let me be wrong in this.
Yeah.
I'm good with it. I ain't gonna be like, well, I thought this. No, I ain't got no faith. But I mean, prove me wrong, please. I mean, Lord,
Hmm.
Matt Ryan, Arthur, new GM from the Bears, which was a pretty damn good hire. Apparently,
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people really wanted that cat.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't mention that. That was like, okay. So maybe this is I talk silver lining all the time. Maybe this is a little light
The
in the
little
pipe.
glimmer, the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
peepee.
man. Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
So,
yeah.
maybe,
So,
man.
Like prove me
yeah.
wrong.
Hey,
Like give me
please,
let me be
please,
wrong on
please.
this one this time. Please let me be wrong. That's the only thing I'm hoping
I'm
for.
humble, man.
Mhm.
I'm humble. Humble me, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they say, if you have no
Man,
expectation, you won't get let down? That's how I am with the Atlanta Falcons. I have zero expectations for them right
man. That's me with
Roll
the
the dice.
Hawks.
now. Mhm.
That's me with the Hawks. Like, I have no expectations when I watch them, when I see them play.
I
When they
can't even
made it to the playoffs, I was like, all right, well, we'll see how it go.
I can't even watch them right now. I ain't watched the whole
Bro,
game season.
Word.
All season. No.
yeah.
Mm.
I hadn't tuned in at all.
I mean, you ain't missing nothing. I'll tell you that. And you ain't really missing anything. I will say, I mean, but everybody say, oh, they got a good core. Bro, they had a good core for the last 5 or 6 years. They just couldn't win.
Mhm.
They couldn't finish.
So the
You know?
core is good depending on who you comparing it to. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Like for Atlanta to be as popular, you know what I mean? As popping as it's been for the last 30 years.
Hmm.
We deserve more because the truth is we've been faithful. We've been a faithful fan base, regardless of it all. And we just deserve more, man. We deserve what we paying for.
Mhm.
They ain't went down these prices. Uh, they ain't trained none of them in the Phillips Arena and Mercedes Benz, and they ain't gave no discounts at the chop shop over there,
Oh,
like,
for the
and
Braves. Yeah.
so you got you're feeling your venues. So just give us something back. You know what I mean? That's all I'm asking. Like, just give us some back, whatever it costs. What do we who we owe? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we afraid of? Who we afraid of paying? So that's just my little thing, man. Make the fans feel like you got season ticket holders that have been faithful.
Mhm.
Yup.
You know what I mean? Like, man, get them for some, something for their money, man.
Man, look at this though. I saw a thing. Like, as well as the Bears did this year, they had like one of the lowest attendances in the NFL.
Hey, boy, it's cold up though.
Yes, sir.
I know, but I mean, it ain't been cold the whole season.
Well, see, here's the thing though, G. Like, I think, I think because Bears can't, they started rocky with Williams.
They
Yeah, it was
did.
it was a lot of controversy,
Last year was kind of nice as man.
man. So so it could be a thing of I don't know yet. It could be you don't get that in Atlanta. We've been there.
Right.
Like with Penix, with Cousins, with Matt Ryan, like we've been there. With Chandler, like we've been there. We gonna show up. We gonna show up. You know what I mean? And it could be that thing, man, because that was national sports news. What was going on up there in Chicago when they picked Williams and him not wanting to be there, or that was what the
Yep.
reports anyway. You know, and so
It's like they had to win back the fan base, right? They were like,
yeah,
"Hey, trust us and let's see what happens."
Yeah.
and dadgummit, I'm a Williams fan. I didn't know what he was gonna do coming out of the SC, but
Mhm.
I like him. I like him. Um, he was much better to watch this year than my two quarterbacks. I'll say that. Um, he might be a Pro Bowler, but he was much better to watch than what we had going on down here in the eighth.
So you speaking of Pro
Hey,
So
Bowlers,
speaking of that,
I'm ooh.
yes, yes, I was just about to say it,
Ooh,
but
they
Trap
owe
got
him.
me. What you gonna say, Trap?
They owe him.
they
They
owe
owe
him
him.
what? What do they
They
owe
owe,
him? Why? Why do they owe?
so
Why does
so
anybody owe him? Like what happened
so
in the universe that made us as a people owe him? I'm confused. I'm confused because I look, if you don't give him his props, that's fine. I don't have a problem with you giving him his props. But there are quarterbacks that did not make the Pro Bowl that have had better seasons and played
Man,
way better than he did that got snubbed because
they
who
ain't
owes
gonna
him?
they don't even go. The dude only played what 4 games this year.
yeah.
Like
And then on top of that, did folks decline? Like, like there's literally like at least 28 other quarterbacks that probably could have been in there. Like, did everybody else like, nah, we good. Like, we good now.
So you go so you, I mean
I don't know.
I just if I feel like as a Pro Bowl selection is earned. It is a earned
so
selection. If someone turns it down, that's their prerogative. But you go to the next person that earned it. I'm not a fan of this guy. Y'all know it. I have my feelings. They are mine. I do not agree with that. I just don't.
so I'm I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna pass it to G because I would bet all of my money that he's been following a little bit closer than I have. I haven't been following very close at all. I just saw the report. Um, so and I was just joking about they owe him. I was just playing around.
You
Um,
playing E part right now.
yeah, yeah. Uh, um, yeah. I don't know how that happened. So he was apparently something along the lines of him taking somebody's place, right? He's a placeholder for an injury or something like that. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know how that happened either. Um, I don't know how it happened.
So
Uh,
I think So let me see. I'm looking up a couple things, and I mean he is a backup, so he's not starting. But typically, when they do replace somebody, is because one day in the playoffs, so that's automatic.
Yeah,
If you in the Super Bowl, you already out, right?
yeah, yeah.
If the injury, I've never really heard of anybody declining the Pro Bowl. So I don't know if I don't think it's a declining of a spot. That makes no sense to me. So it's got to be an injury. But then on top of that, I guess Joe Flacco also got a spot.
What?
I'm I'm pretty sure unless I was on some trolling site and that Joker got me too. But let me double check on Joe because yeah, he's in the Pro Bowl too.
Feel like Cat Williams. The fudge?
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's like
like
I
what?
don't know it's got to be something. I got to look more into it. I don't know if it's a coach thing. I don't know if it's a fan thing. I don't know if like they throw a bunch of names in a hat who be eligible and they pull some mess out and just like look at what we got. Yeah, so Joe Flacco and Shador are in the Pro Bowl
Mm.
or on the Pro Bowl rosters.
They're on rosters.
Which I mean they gonna play. Everybody who get everybody who go to the Pro Bowl gonna have a moment where they play a little bit.
So
But
this is his first ever Pro Bowl.
This is his first year in the
who Flacco?
NFL. Oh, you talking about Flacco?
Flacco.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
Flacco. Yeah, so this is Flacco's first Pro Bowl
At 41.
at 18 years. And you got Shador who played 4 games and got in his first year.
Exactly.
Now Flacco absolutely destroyed Shador on the stats wise. Like that mess ain't even a comparison. And he did, he is 41 years old. That might have been just a shoe in, like, hey, this bro at the end of his career, let's just go ahead and get him a spot. But I guess Flacco is in due to Josh Allen injury.
Okay, but
So
here's something to
Josh Allen was
consider.
injured, so he got in.
Here's something to consider.
Okay.
Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl with the
Oh, yeah.
with the Baltimore
Yeah.
Ravens, and this is his first invitation to.
Parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with giving him the nod because he's earned his chops. I'm okay with that.
Bingo.
I'm okay with that.
Bingo.
Um,
Bingo. Yep.
Shador.
That mess a joke. It's
mm,
a joke. Like I'm a Shador fan, and that's what's crazy. I'm a Shador fan. I think he was wrong by the Browns and everything else, but there ain't no way in any universe, like Trap said, where he should be in the Pro Bowl his rookie season, playing 4 games. And let's not act like these were like some super like, damn, they should have had him. No, he did enough to be like, yo, he probably should have been playing, but he wasn't smashing everybody, and he wasn't dropping dimes left and right and shaking people loose in the bay. He wasn't the second coming of Mike Vick. We'll put it that way at all.
exactly.
So how he get pulled in there? That's
All right. So I'm reading a website.
okay.
And it's kind of a thing, opinion. It's opinion based. It's nothing
Okay.
but this might help us with some perspective. All right, so it say Drake May is playing, Mahomes and Bo Nix are hurt. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, and a few others probably would have passed. And then it says Daniel Jones is also hurt. Then you got Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence. So it sounds like a lot of
Those
the
injuries and
guys.
declines.
Yeah. That's go back to what
Yeah.
Trout was saying. It sounds
Yeah.
like some injuries, and he might have been the 31st dude that they asked. So,
Well, not because it's split. So he might have been the 15th or 16th guy.
like,
That it can't pull from the other side.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
I got you.
Nah,
So
for real.
it's like a
I
lot of
guess.
injuries, and a lot of people out of commission, or just don't have no interest in playing in it. I mean, it
Yeah.
ain't like I think a lot of these games now are watered down, man. Like I think everything.
It's like the All-Star game for the NBA.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody out there trying hard. Nobody wanna get injured.
you get one
Yeah.
quarter of competition, and
Yeah,
that's it.
but
So
here's the problem I have with that statement. The All-Star game happens at what point during the season?
I guess the end or
For the NFL,
For
for
the
NBA,
NBA, for the
middle,
NBA.
like right in the middle.
It's in the
middle,
middle.
Yeah, in
middle.
the
So
middle,
so
February,
y-
next month.
yeah, so you're
Mhm.
not playing your best because you still have the rest of your season to play.
Correct.
The game
That makes sense.
for the NFL is after the season. The season is done. You're not going out there, you're not taking hits because they're not going full pads. They're not knocking each other around. So the only
Unless you Sean Taylor.
exactly the only drawback to playing in that game is what? There's no drawback. You get to go to a sunny location and throw a football, which is what you do all year long. And you get an extra little bit of piece of a paycheck for it. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't
Yeah,
I don't
And then most of the time, they just playing around anyways,
exactly. So it's
right?
like a meet and greet now.
They doing dodgeball
Yeah,
and flag football,
two-hand
stuff like
touch.
that.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense to me. Okay. So I don't want to get stuck on this because I have a lot of feeling when it comes to
Yeah,
Shador Sanders. But
yeah.
I do want to ask you boys about something that Emmanuel Acho said about Shador and
Oh,
Todd Monken and ask how you feel about his statement. So, in a nutshell, Emmanuel Acho said that Shador Sanders should ignore head coach Todd Monken and his instructions. How y'all feel about a former NFL player telling a current NFL player, one that's young and impressionable, not to listen to his head coach?
terrible.
Yeah, you didn't
Terrible.
hear this, Corey?
Absolutely terrible.
Hmm.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it clean because I don't know if I got preachers and preachers and I don't know who's
No,
watching.
keep it
You
all the way
said
a buck.
what, man?
Keep it all the way a buck. I want you to like this is unfiltered reaction.
Basically
Go ahead, G.
He said he said what?
go ahead, try
All right.
repeat it.
So he basically said Shador Sanders should ignore head coach Todd Monken's instruction. As his head coach, he shouldn't listen to his head coach.
But didn't he add a why? Because Todd Monken hasn't done anything or something to that
He
effect?
Man, let
said,
me
as
tell
a
you.
head coach, Todd Monken, it hasn't done anything to get him excited. He as a coordinator in the
See,
NFL, he was mediocre.
while Corey think, I'm gonna get my impression because Corey got some thoughts.
I don't think that Baltimore, that's where he came from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
I don't think
mhm.
Baltimore
One
had
year or 2 years?
I think it
Two,
was two. He been there
two.
since he left
Okay,
Georgia, I think.
Mm-hmm.
okay, 2, yeah.
Uh, I don't think that they had a mediocre offense. I think the injuries plagued the Ravens more than his play calling. And then you got this dude don't even play quarterback. That's like me taking advice from the most singlest person that I know about what it feels like, what I need to do with my wife. Like, you can't tell me,
After like
like,
20 years of marriage, because Todd
yeah,
been doing this for a hot minute,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
you can't tell me how to be married if you ain't even got a girlfriend. So, like us, everybody, everybody needs an audience.
Mhm,
Everybody
exactly.
needs an audience. So he couldn't, in his worst mind, couldn't have meant that sincerely.
He got a lot
Like
of
that,
he got a lot of backlash,
and
and that there were people that called him out on it immediately. As such as
right,
he got
he
phone
didn't
he got phone calls from Michael Jordan and Oprah Winfrey telling him that what he said was not cool. So he got a lot of rebuke
like
real fast.
So and on top of this, I don't recall him having a stellar NFL career
Acho wasn't
to
like that.
to 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 be to be
I
to be
mean,
able to say now if this was Ray Lewis, like okay, they just put it if we talking uh 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 Peyton Manning or somebody that has some
clout.
equity
Mm-hmm.
in
Hmm.
what like that would be a completely different thing. But you talking like I I wouldn't even I wouldn't even entertain that. You know, I applaud Oprah and Michael Jordan for responding, but I wouldn't even get that no more air than what it deserves. You know, that's crazy. Telling a young
Man,
dude that's trying to be successful to ignore
His head coach.
some but Monkey is so clever and so smart and so witty and so modern that man, he could open all kind of windows for this dude, man.
hmm,
Right.
Like, it's it's crazy. That's crazy.
Go,
man.
go ahead, G.
So for me, I'm with Corey, man. It's like it's the shock jock, right? But he got a platform on ESPN. That's what he got. Uh, there's been some things Acho said in the past that I agree with. There's some things that he just completely off base. He do a lot of off base stuff. Like he just say stuff, and you just
Yeah,
kind of like,
he's
huh?
loud. He's
Like,
loud.
come on, bruh.
Yeah.
And 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 for me, Shador's daddy is Dion. You think he gonna listen to Emmanuel Acho's advice on anything when his daddy is Deion Sanders? And then on top of that, when Ty Monken first seen Shador at the Cleveland Browns facility, first thing he said to him was like, "I was trying to get you last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was trying to get you, but they
Saw
got
that.
you before I can get you."
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Right? And then Ty Monken was trying to get him at Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that. He
Yeah.
was part of the recruiting trail.
Yep.
So he got a fan. He got somebody that wants him. Bruh, young boy, like Trap may not think he's great, but now he's set up for somebody that actually wanted him. Right? And we can now evaluate with him. Now we can see what he actually got. Because he got somebody that's willing to nurture him and get him built up and see what he can do. Now he gonna need some receivers because Jared Judy's straight trash. I can't stand him. He
Mm-hmm.
he a Bama dude, and I can't stand him. He just double bad. But I'm with C like, huh?
No, I guess for me is what kind of message does that send to, people who might watch Emmanuel Acho show that are, you know, playing high school ball, playing college ball, going to the NFL. When you have former NFL player telling another NFL player that's just coming into the league that it's okay to ignore what your coach said. Like what kind of message does that send? Corey, you coached before. Have you ever ran into a situation where you're trying to coach a player up and you can tell that somebody's gotten in their ear and told them not to listen to you?
I if you for those that have ever seen me coach or heard me coach, I at that point, Trump, am the loudest person in the building. And I want whoever has your attention to know that they can come play for you right now. Right? Come get him and take him and put him on your team right now. If you are unable to suit your child up right now, shut up and let me do my job.
Mhm.
And I say it loud, just like that. because the most disrespectful thing that you can do is put your kid in a situation where it's okay to not follow somebody else's direction.
Mhm.
There will never be a time in my kid's life where I'm going to be the only voice.
Yep.
But you got voices all day. If a teacher emailed me or called me and to tell me that, well, Corey said that he didn't have to listen to me because you're a teacher. What? Or Brooke doesn't need to study with me because you also teach U.S. history. What? Like, what? Like, they don't even make, man, listen, like, it's we don't understand the disservice that we're doing to our kids
Mm-hmm.
when we're trying to overcoach the coach. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like, if you feel like you can do better than me, come get it. Like, come get it. And it always look, everybody want to be a point guard till they start pressing. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's the philosophy kind of that I use with that. Like, it looks like,
They
it
look
look
fun.
easy.
Yeah.
It look easy. It look like you see everything from the state.
Said it start getting in your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You trying to
You
beat
see
the
everything
full
from the
man press,
same.
the full court press. I feel you.
Mhm.
But it ain't the same standing on the sideline when you managing, you're managing the game, you're managing the kids, you're managing yourself, you're managing everything at that point. Sitting in the stand, but you say what you want to.
Right.
Oh man, he. Hey, what about the clock? What about time and position? What about foul trouble? What about, like, there's so many elements to the thing that nobody takes those things into consideration. You just looking at your kid and what the coach doing or not doing to your kid or with your kid. Like, he might not be able to guard the people that's on the floor, but you want him to play.
Right. So
You know how, man, boy, you don't know what it feel like to not be able to be in that situation. You
right.
talking about confidence. Like, you can't guard nobody out there, and you and me put him in the game. Why my son didn't play? Because he's slow. Did you not see him in the game today? I
Right.
mean, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It's
hey,
it's not that I don't like your kid. Like, he can't guard nobody out there.
He can't run the
yo,
play.
So
You don't get the concept.
putting him in that situation is gonna do what for his confidence? Do you know that he's scared? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know he's scared? Do you know?
Right.
What do you know? What do you know about
Did you look in his eyes and see the
you?
fear when he came to the sideline?
Bro. Everybody, everybody got beaten ass for a while, huh? You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah, Dad, I don't know why my coach ain't playing me. Like, bro, you don't know the plays. Like, it's so many, it's so much. Like, you don't know the plays.
Right.
Like,
He,
it's
uh,
I'm gonna kick it over you because we talk about. I mean, you've been in the military. You know chain of command. What would happen
mhm.
if somebody that's in the military didn't listen to his superior?
Man, so a lot of my troops know how I dealt with stuff, right? And for me, it was always one of these things. I tell you, you listen. You don't do it. I tell you again, and I make sure you heard what I said to do, and you don't do it again. Now it's just paperwork. Now I'm working through the process of getting rid of you, putting you somewhere else. You do another job, something like you gone, and then and that kind of the concept, right? Say if another supervisor told one of my guys that they ain't got to listen to me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a conversation with that other guy, right? I'm like, hey, let me make sure I'm understanding what they telling me or what you saying to them, right? So you saying they ain't got to listen to me, but they got to listen to you, or who they got to listen to because they got to listen to somebody. you just can't just make your way through whatever you're doing. Somebody got to tell you what to do. And then it's just kind of um probably a lot of colorful language, kind of a lot of very very direct, pointed conversation,
Mhm.
stuff like that. That type of deal. But
Hey, look.
it's very few and far between, though. I tell you that
Gotcha.
because you got to be a kind of a mindset already to be in the military. You got to have the expectation already. Somebody gonna be telling me what to do. It ain't a normal job where you just float around, figure your thing out. You're constantly being told where you need to be, what you need to do, what your job is, hands down. So I think it's a mindset thing, honestly.
So
What else? See,
there's a video on YouTube. I don't know if I would be almost sure that Trap remembers this video. It's called Homemade Fireworks Gone Wrong. And if y'all ever get a chance to watch this video, right now, it's a minute and 18 seconds. It's called Homemade Fireworks Gone Wrong, Safety 101. And this is my response to that question. Like it is the funniest video I think I've ever seen.
you talking about old boy?
The old man, dude, this is my response to that. This is what it looks like, Trap.
Mm.
Like they got the little fiddle playing in the background, and he put a little bit too much sulfur, and it blowed up in his face, right?
Mhm.
And he's whoa, like his black stuff off, face black and hair messed up. And he said, "Whoa, I won't do that again." Like, and that is that is what happens most of the time when kids take things I don't, when kids don't when they do the opposite, right? That's what I think of. You know what I mean? And like G said, like we're doing these things on purpose. We're providing the structure. We're providing the framework for a purpose with a purpose.
Mhm.
You know, and the people that are giving bad advice or not following directions, right? That's a selfish thing,
Mhm.
and which can lead to somebody getting hurt in the sense of I'm gonna do something to you or your kid, but it could lead to a not an avoidable situation when directions or what's the word, directives aren't followed, you know. So yeah, that's crazy, man. I would never. My kid has had teachers, 6th grade. Um, and I'm a teacher. But I know my kids, right? Like you can't tell me um that my kid has done something that is not characteristic of my child.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like like
like you know something off. Like
like
this don't make no sense. Like what
yeah.
are you talking about? Like
So I'm sitting in a parent teacher conference with this teacher, bro, and she's trying to find things to support her argument,
Mm.
right? And you go through the other 4 teachers, other 3 teachers, and everybody else don't have an issue, but everybody else is saying the same thing. He's a typical 6th grader. He's a typical 6th grader. But when I ask him to do, he does. But with this particular teacher, dude, and I had to tell her to her face, right? With all due respect, this is personal. Whatever you got going on between you and my son is personal. my son is 12.
Yup.
He's not malicious uh in the picture or the frame that you're trying to paint him. He's not malicious. Now, there are some things that you have said that I do agree to. But I will tell you one thing about my son. Once my son knows that it's personal, like she does, because kids always, I said my teacher don't like me. So that's what I was getting. But then, okay, well, we're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up and we're gonna go talk to her. Right. And when she started talking to him in front of me in the parent teacher conference, he had no sense. Like
It's like, hey, right here,
this
right
personal.
here.
Right.
Like you personally don't like my kid. Right? You know what I mean? So I'm saying all that to say that we have to kind of read the room and know who we dealing with. You know what I mean? Because I could have very easily flew up there and jumped on the teacher's face and just being all kind of irate and need to hear your side. But when you're now, your side don't make no sense. Because I done heard the other 3 teachers' side, and
Mhm.
but it's you. You don't know what to do with him when he done with your work. Now I would handle him not following directions, and I'm gonna do my part. But as an adult, you got to do your part too.
And that's what bring up the question. Like, who the adult in that room?
Right. Like,
Like,
and
who the mature one?
dude, chill at that time, and he probably still like that. Like he's very smart and he's very aware. Like I don't know where he learned to read rooms at, but like he can tell. Like he's very, and he can articulate what his thoughts are. You know what I mean? And he been doing that, dude, probably since first grade. Like he's been able to, and it doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? Like you gotta set the conference up, and then when you see it for yourself, like this joker right here, like he done been here before. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But you do have people out there that don't know how to handle the positions that they're in and do give bad advice.
True.
Man, crazy. But yeah.